Hello students, good morning. I am MK Jha from APS. As we know that we are reading literature book and I have taught you chapter number 1, a letter to God, very interesting chapter that is which you have studied. I mean to say you will have to understand and you will have to write the summary according to your knowledge, according to the reading of text. It's essential because it will help you more and more in the writing of a story, in the writing of answers. So try to do that. Number 2, that was the first, and number 2, the question is given in chapters, oral text and some exercise text. You will have to write those questions because these are so important, and whenever you will write and you attempt to complete the question, a lot of problem will be raised in your brain. Maybe it is not 100% correct, but maybe these kinds of problem will be in your brain, and at that time you will feel a lot of trouble and a lot of difficulties. So I mean to say you will have to read the text again and again. Unless you read at home the particular topic, it's not very easy to understand, to handle the topic of class 10. Okay, now today we shall discuss the poem number 1 from literature, but this is given in chapter 1. Number 1, Dust of Snow, and number 2, poem Fire and Ice. But today we have to read Dust of Snow and which kind of feeling the poet had and how Robert Frost composed it. So we have to know very small poem this is. In 2 stanza it is finished, and each stanza containing 4 lines. This one written by Robert Frost, and 2 words meanings are given in your book. Number 1, hemlock, and number 2, reed. So it's important to learn that hemlock means a poisonous plant or a poisonous tree with a small white flowers. And number 2, reed, that means held in regret. Regret means sad. So in which circumstances the poet creates the poem. So let us start. Dust of snow. Snow means बर्फ, and dust means धूल. यहाँ धूल नहीं होगा, dust means धूल नहीं. यहाँ dust का means snow पड़ना, snow का छोटा पार्ट, टुकड़ा, गिरना, झड़ना. That is the meaning of dust here. So very important, because in general sense we are understanding the real meaning of dust is धूल, कण, जो भी. But here that particular word meaning not satisfies the poem. So dust means झड़ना या गिरना. किस चीज़ का झरना और किस चीज़ का गिरना? स्नो का। स्नो मीन्स बर्फ। The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. This is the matter of one day, and once upon a time, Robert Frost, the poet, was standing under a hemlock tree, under a poisonous tree, and on the branch of the hemlock tree, a crow was sitting, and at the same time a crow shook the leaves or branch, and due to that the dust of snow fell on me. मतलब these 4 lines explained by me कि एक हेमलॉक का ट्री होता है, उस ट्री के नीचे पोएट खड़ा रहता है। ठीक उसी समय उस हेमलॉक के ट्री के ऊपर एक कौवा होता है, क्रो, जो उस टहनियों को, उस डालों को क्या करता है? हिलाता है, शुक करता है, और हिलने के कारण, ब्रांच को हिलने के कारण पोएट के ऊपर कुछ बर्फ़ का जो है सो पार्ट, छोटा छोटा टुकड़ा, धूल, मतलब बर्फ़ का धूल, दैट मीन्स वेरी स्मॉल पार्टिकल्स, गिरता है। सो ये तो अच्छी बात है कि गिरता है, लेकिन ये चीज़ कैसे गिराता है क्रो, ये चीज़ स्पेसिफाई पोएम में नहीं किया गया है। So these 4 lines, the literary device, crow, me, snow, and tree, and these are the literary device, and you have studied in class 9, and you have to do yourself, and what does it means. If you will have a problem, then ask me about the literary device in literature paper. So firstly I will tell you, you will have to complete figure of speech, which is taught by me in class 9 and class 8 also. So these are the words from literary device: crow, me, snow, and tree. And this one refers for ABAB, and you have to write the name of that literary device. You have to think about yourself. According to you, what will be the real answer? And according to my suggestion, if you will try to solve it, problem will create 100%. And after that you can ask me question. I will try to expostulate you such kinds of matter, such kind of topic. It's very, very essential. So the next stanza we have to understand: has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. पोएट क्या था? पोएट बहुत ही दुखी हो गया था, दुखी था। रूड मीन्स हेल्ड इन रेग्रेट, दुखी में रहना, पश्चाताप करना। बट व्हेन द डस्ट ऑफ स्नो shook down on poet, his heart became so generous and changed his mood. That means changed his thought. And this criteria and this circumstances change the mood of poet from sad into pleasant. So always we should maintain positive frame of minds, because regret is related from sad, and this is the point of negatives. It will harm you, I mean to say. So always you will have to maintain the positive frame of mind. That's the poem wants to refers to you by Robert Frost, and you will have to read yourself and have to learn the word meaning. In next class I will teach you Fire and Ice. This is also short poem composed by Robert Frost, and in next class we have to study. Okay, thanks.